It's halfway through 2026 and I've only completed 5 goals off my bingo board. Needless to say, progress has been slow. But before we get into that, I should probably introduce myself and why I even have a bingo board in the first place. Hello, I'm Daniela. I am an incoming senior at UCLA, and last year I started doing a bingo board to hold all my serious, silly side quests and ambitious goals for the year. And by the end of 2025, I had completed 18 out of 25 of those goals, which for my first year doing that, not too bad, not too shabby. Let me pat myself on the back. What I loved about having a bingo board wasn't necessarily checking things off or putting the stamp on the goal, but it was more about trying new experiences and revisiting old hobbies, to stop saying that I'll do it someday and to just actually do it. I think one of the reasons why I love a bingo board is because it just makes life a little bit more playful. A traditional New Year's resolution is something more along the lines of, what do I want to achieve this year? Whereas a bingo board kind of asks, what experiences do you want to have? And I think that's just so fun and playful and whimsical. A bingo board just seems less intimidating. There's room for the silly, the ambitious, the serious, the fun, all in one spot, all in one place. And the thing I like about a bingo board is it kind of goes hand in hand with this idea of gamifying life, where you kind of just view life as a game that you're playing, whether it be tasks that you're doing, your to-do list. I like to use this app for my to-do list. It's called Habitica, but it just kind of gamifies your life, and I think a bingo board is similar in that aspect. This year though, I accidentally made a lot of my goals, well, I shouldn't say accidentally, but I made a lot of my goals very progress-based. Things like reading 20 books or running a 12-minute mile, finishing an entire sketchbook. And those things aren't something I can just do in a single afternoon. Those things take time. They need habits to be developed. They aren't something that's one and done, which is why halfway through the year, I've only completed 5 of those goals. Goals like visiting a museum, making new friends, going to a new cafe, finishing Atomic Habits, which is a book I started 2 years ago, and I didn't finish reading it until January of this year. Oh, and I think the most fun and core memory of this year type of goal for me was taking a trip with my friends as well. And I think the value of these goals wasn't necessarily achieving them, it was the memories that are tied along with it. Safe to say, of course, finishing that book, because oh my gosh, who knows when I would have finished that book if I didn't put that goal in for this year. Maybe I wouldn't have finished it until another 2 years, who knows. A lot of the core memories I have made this year is because I've had these goals on my bingo board. For example, maybe I wouldn't have had wanted to go to Getty College night with my friends had I not put this goal on my board. Maybe I wouldn't have taken that trip to Big Bear. Maybe I wouldn't have tried the plentiful new cafes that I've been to. And as for the cafes, I've never been a cafe person until this year. I've been to a handful of new ones that I definitely would not have wanted to go to had I not put this goal on there, had I not had a reason, I guess, to go. And now that it's summer, I want to see how many more goals, spots on this bingo board I can fill up before the end of 2026. Things like going on a hike, trying to bake a new dessert that I've never done before, growing my art account, reading Don Quixote. Because I have this book on my bedside table right now, and it is intimidating to look at. I don't even know how many pages, but we'll see. Some of these goals are very achievable and some wildly optimistic. I'm thinking about that Don Quixote, and others some of my other goals on this bingo board may require divine intervention, but you know what? I think that's the fun of it. And the goal isn't to do all of them, but it is to try to do all of them. And who knows? Maybe by December, I'll be able to do the splits. My art account will have reached a milestone I never thought it would reach. Maybe I can say, hey, I read Don Quixote. And even if I can't say I've done all those things, then at least I'll have something to talk about. Some stories to share, and I guess that is a win in of itself. A win in of it. What is that phrase? I don't know, but I'll still count that as a win. So this summer, I'm turning that bingo board into a bucket list of things I'm gonna do, and I'm documenting it. Hey, let me know down below in the comments what goals you are trying to achieve this year, and let's do them together. That's all for now. I'll see you guys very, very soon.